Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, and we are here to jump into episode 6 of Arcane. So, last episode we had, what did we have last episode? We had, we had the return of Vander, who is now transformed by Shimmer and further experiments from the doctor into kind of a monstrous being, which is upsetting. Vi and Jinx went on, I don't want to say an adventure, but it kind of was an adventure. They went down into the tunnels to find him, and, there was kind of a peace offering between them that at the very least we're going to find Vander together. Because the last time we tried to find Vander separately, it was a fucking disaster. Remember season 1, episode 3? Yeah. They also took the kid with them. Sorry, I do not remember the kid's name. But Jinx's new kid. And they all had a really sweet hug, and Vander was able to recognize them and kind of claw his way out. We also saw some flashbacks of Vander and Silco and Vi and Jinx's mom, whose name I don't remember right now either, but it's okay. Played by the same voice actress as Jinx, to emphasize their connection. And she was pregnant with Vi at the time, and Vi was named by Vander. Vander is the one that that suggested the name Violet. It was just like a really sweet, sentimental moment. I genuinely wasn't expecting to see Vander again in any capacity other than flashbacks. So the fact that he's been alive this whole time, but has been held, it's been years, okay, since episode 3 of season 1. So the fact that he is still alive but has been kept by the doctor is awful. Just an experiment and being used. Oof. So I don't know where we go from here. So I'm very curious. Oh, the doctor is now in the hands of Caitlin and Mbessa. Who knows what they're gonna do with that, because, they're on their, dictator, fascist, tip right now, so, I can already tell, it's not gonna be great. So we've got, 4 episodes left, including this one that I'm about to watch, and we're gonna be wrapping up fairly soon, on Patreon, in the next month, because I'm releasing them once a week. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to replace this with. I might finally circle back around to the Wheel of Time, since it'll be around that time right before season 3 drops. So I want to at least get all of season 2 up for you guys before season 3 drops, so that I can actually watch season 3 in real time. So I have to actually sit and edit that. Yeah. Do my best. All right. I don't think I have anything else to say. Let's just jump in and watch the episode. Let's go. Yeah, I forgot he had killed the hell out of this dude. Meanwhile, he over here being, Arcane Jesus. What is the point of that storyline? I guess it feels so disconnected from, pause. It feels so disconnected from the, class war that's happening in Piltover right now. And I'm going to be 100%, this is a strange thing for me to say, given how much I love stories about magic and stuff. I'm actually not that interested in what's happening with Victor and all of this, and Jace and all of this. I'm just more interested in the class struggle and the political happenings that's happening in the other storyline. I'm hoping that this episode will start to dovetail those two things so that I can become interested in this, but it's so right now. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you guys, okay? Alright, let's go.
There is another.
So Sky's still here inside.
Like a voice. This is a sophisticated conjuration.
So they
You've
become
never
like
seen complexity like this.
gods inside, mages. I am glad that they apparently still get to work together, you know, even though she got eaten.
Remember this.
Listen, if Mbessa wasn't, you know, evil,
Tunnels in your eyes. Large
she's super
shadows
sexy.
in your heart.
Like if she wasn't a
I've
piece of
discovered
shit,
a fourth principle.
look at her!
One that heightens all others.
And she's
The
older.
temper born of
You
suffering.
know how I love an older woman.
We understand it as others cannot. We are kin.
Not these hobbit hills. They look like glass hobbit hills. What a mess. What a mess. Are they about to raid this commune? Listen, I'm a little suspicious of everything that's happening here, but at the same time, they ain't doing nothing but helping people. I mean, it's a little culty, but that's okay. Like, they still haven't done anything to harm people. Here we go, Arcane Jesus, y'all.
He is worth the risk.
It's interesting. What the fuck did they do? And that's his old teacher. Let's not forget, that's Victor's old teacher.
Vander's psyche is deeply entangled with that of the beast.
How did you know his name?
He
told
was
me.
just in his mind.
Ask for a miracle healer. Get a metal fortune cookie.
I actually really like that it's him and Sky together. Because, pause, because it was them together when the shit fucking exploded and, like, utterly changed Victor. So it didn't necessarily kill her, it absorbed her, incorporated her and her consciousness inside of itself. At least theoretically. I guess it could turn and it could end up being that it's malevolent in nature, but I think it's very interesting. I really like that it's him and Sky together inside of the Matrix. Coming back from the mines. Oh, were they mining gloves to like break down rock or something? The fact that he then changed them into weapons that he used. Very symbolic.
I remember Mom's smell the most.
Smell is
Axle
always the
grease.
strongest.
This place.
Olfactory ethics, baby.
Do you think it could actually work?
Underground utopia, run.
Oh yeah, he's got that in his fucking wrist. What is happening? I guess I'm glad that as I mentioned
So
before
much
the
for happy
episode,
reunions.
I am glad that
Well
this
done,
storyline
Katie.
dovetailed with the Piltover political storyline, so I could care more about what's happening there and understand more about what's happening there, really. Listen, I know it's an act that they're doing and they're, you know, yada yada, but like, that was so gross.
I hope I was worth your time.
Oh, is he gonna be the one that fucks this up?
I won't say.
It's not it's not everybody else, it's him. You about to blast a kid again? Bro! I need him to put his weapon down. He needs to stop using it. It always ends in some bullshit. Because I'm guessing Mbessa's gonna get out of her little net thing and still attack. Is he about to... Try and kill Victor?
I won't fail. I swear it.
Oh, this is what we saw in the beginning of the episode. So this was a premonition. He really blasted the shit out of him. I need this man to let go of this fucking hammer. He cannot use it responsibly. Killed everybody in the fucking commune. Killed everybody in the fucking commune. And that's about to include Vander because he was working on Vander. I guess they may not be dead. They're just, fucked up. Yeah, burn that influence out of him, so now all that's left is the monster part of him. Oh my god. This is such a fucking mess! He said, I'm still killing you though. Like, one thing I'm gonna do is fuck you up. Oh no! Oh, that's about to be a fucking mess. Oof. She about to lose literally 2 of 3 people that she cares about.
That which inspires us to our greatest good is also the cause of our greatest evil.
Never seen a situation go foobar as fast as that. Woo! Alright. There's a lot of attempts at, some kind of philosophical discussion there. I don't know if it holds up. I think the problem with second season is that, and this is tough because it's not really fully the show's fault, but we kind of have to acknowledge the fact that this show probably should have had 4 seasons. And we should have been able to explore these concepts in a more measured pace across those multiple seasons. I personally believe that this season should have been completely focused on the Piltover political conflict, with only seeds of this, the Arcane stuff with Victor and all that stuff in here. And then we should have ended the season going into a new, world in which the Arcane became the main focus. And given us even just 3 seasons actually would have worked. Especially because the show likes to do storytelling in 3s. 3 seasons would actually work really well for that. And in that way we could explore a lot of these themes in a way that doesn't require Victor to have a voiceover that tells us what the theme is. Does that make sense? Like, thanks for telling us what the thesis statement of the episode is, Victor. I just think, I think that if we could have approached these storylines in a more subtle way, I think I would be enjoying them more. Although it's not to say that I'm hating them, it's just that they're not holding as much weight as I think the show wants me to think it's holding. If that makes sense. So, but I did like the whole idea of, this deep connection between Vander and his children, Vander and his connections. Like, I really like that sequence where Victor goes into his mind and sees all of the tethers that are holding him to the person that he was, Vander, and the memories and the experiences of love and family and friendship and community, which obviously parallels what Victor was trying to build with the commune, which was community in which we just care about each other. We just help each other, and it's okay. But of course, you can't have that without somebody trying to take it from you. And that's what Mbessa and the doctor, and to a certain extent, even Caitlin, are part of. Hell, tough. Again, the show is gorgeous, so I'm never going to have anything bad to say about how the show looks. But yeah, like I said, I think pacing-wise, some of these storylines just needed more room to breathe. Like, we barely understand what the hell is happening with Jace. There's just a lot of disconnected stuff happening, and like I said, I'm glad that at the very least it, dovetailed a little bit in this episode, so that those two completely separate storylines met here. Of course, that meeting was explosive and terrible, and we lost the kid, Isha. A mess. Everything is a fucking mess, Caitlin has irreparably damaged her relationship with Mbessa. I'm assuming that means that she's no longer going to be Mbessa's figurehead dictator. I'm wondering how Mbessa's going to play it. Like, I assume, given the difference in the force size, like, Mbessa had a whole fucking army, and it was just like, 5 of the other team. I'm guessing they're about to be captured. So is she going to play it like is Mbessa going to play it like they died? But why would she keep them alive? Like, why not just kill everybody if they capture them? Maybe for their knowledge of what's happening in the Arcane or something? For control? They might be more useful alive, so maybe capture would be better. But what is she gonna tell the people about about Caitlin no longer being the leader of Piltover? Because there's just no way that Caitlin's going to stay the leader after this, because it's a fucking mess. And like I said, she had fake power. She thought she had power, but she didn't have any. And Bess is the one who had power because she had the army. She has the military. She has the political influence. Like, girl, you really allowed yourself to be set up as a figurehead. Insane. Anyway, yeah, I don't know where we go from here. I'm very curious. Now, is Victor dead? Or is he, like, temporarily dead? I mean, he's all intertwined with the Arcane, and we know that, based on the fact that Sky was here, at least her consciousness, we know that he could possibly just have, just like her, instead of fully dying, just been absorbed back into the Arcane. Or do we think that the Arcane in this area is completely dead and inert? Hard to say. I guess I'm curious about where we go from here, because that was such an explosive moment. I feel bad that Vander just couldn't be saved, but symbolically I understand. Yeah, honestly, I'm ready for the last 3 episodes, but this was the completion of the middle arc. Caitlin's dictator arc. Caitlin's fascist dictator arc. Oof. And thankfully earlier we also got the end of Vi's cop arc. Just wow. Sure. But now Jinx, who has been throughout these last few episodes, she's just been mostly focused on staying out of trouble, just trying to do her gadgets and take care of Isha, and just trying to pretend like nothing else is going wrong in the world. But I'm thinking that reconnecting with Vander, learning more about the connection between Vander and Silco, actually trying to save him and Isha, and reconnecting with her sister, I'm guessing that it's the loss of both Vander and Isha when they were so close to getting him back. They were so close, you know? And then to lose both of them. Yeah, and then using the gemstones, just like when she thought she'd killed him the first time, and it's her weapon and it's the gemstones she brought that do it. I'm thinking she's going to internalize that, and it's going to galvanize her into action. She has been very inactive the last few episodes for a variety of reasons, and you know, part of it was because she was still grieving. You know, part of it she just kind of lost. She wasn't sure what her path was, and so she had lost some of the motivation to do anything. So she was just distracting herself and trying to ignore things, and just every now and then having moments of clarity of, hey, I just need to do this one thing, like going and breaking into jail and bringing out the, you know, people of Zahn, and you know, little stuff like that. But I think losing Isha especially, and Vander, I think that's going to galvanize her into action. So I think we're going into the final arc with her taking action. Where Caitlyn and Vi fall on this course of action, hard to say. Are they going to go back to being enemies again? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, Vi definitely still did kill Caitlyn's mom. So Caitlyn's, you know, regardless of the fact that they worked together on this one mission, she's still going to have issue with, you know, a continued relationship. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right. I think that's everything I want to say for this episode. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm actually going to watch the next one after this. And then the next two will probably be tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to finish out Arcane this week. Maybe over the weekend. And then, yeah, we'll figure out what to replace it with after. Yeah. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, what do you think about the story so far in season 2? Do you also feel like we probably needed 3 seasons to cover all the content that and all the storylines that they were trying to, you know, explore in here, and all the themes? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. All right, go over to Patreon if you're interested in full length or early access. You can also find other things that I do. I do have a few shows that are Patreon exclusive, mostly like J-dramas. If you enjoy Japanese TV shows, mostly Sapphic. Most of the content that I react to is queer stuff. Queer stuff in sci-fi fantasy, and it's even better when it's queer sci-fi fantasy. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, and it's mostly Asian dramas. So Arcane and Wheel of Time are kind of like the only 2 non, you know, Asian drama related stuff that I do. But like I said, it's still a lot of queer stuff, a lot of sci-fi fantasy. Go over there if you're interested. If not, stay right here, because I'll be releasing another one next week. I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Whatever, all this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter.